Let's go. Boss and Head Podcast, Season 2, Episode 2. Go ahead, Chris, start us off.
If you taking jabs in life, you ain't got a puncher's chance. Watch me lay these hands like a preacher gained a bunch of fans. Ain't about who the favorite, who the best, they a bunch of stands. Know I'm highly favored cause these fists got me out many jams. They say fight the power, but I got power to fight now. Know we gon' be barking at the way and tell them pipe down. Jab, right hook, uppercut, you see the light now. Now the crowd begging for the KO like right now. Never took an L with my chin up, hold them like a sit-up. Trainer going pops, Craig, get up. Never took an L with my chin up, hold them like a sit-up. This trainer going pops, Craig, get up.
Just to let y'all know, that intro ain't going nowhere.
Hey.
Nowhere.
No, it ain't going nowhere at all. We almost, that intro right there almost better than Power.
Yeah.
Almost. We just need Anthony Hamilton on there next time. But you feel me?
Yeah. What's good, people? We live. Welcome to the Boss and Head Podcast, only on the Resilient Radio Stream YouTube channel. Like, comment, and subscribe. Speaking of Chris, the guy in the intro, that's Chris Lenard. Y'all check him out. He has a single coming out coming this month. Y'all stay tuned. If you got any platform, Spotify, anything, make sure y'all check him out. He got a single dropping and an album dropping soon. What's good with you, G? How you feeling, man?
Bro, I'm amazing, bro. I had a good day. I'm ready to talk some boxing. Hey, after our last episode, I've been on such a high. Shout out to Ed one more time. We got another special guest for y'all today. And you know, he gonna come on in the you know, as time go on, give us a couple minutes, but we got a whole lot of stuff to talk about, run down today. More importantly, the fight card with Canelo and Berlanga. So
yeah,
y'all gonna get y'all view and time and worth today for sure.
And you know what's crazy too? I told myself, like, when I first heard about the Canelo and Berlanga fight, I was like, man, I ain't gonna watch it. And then PBC hit us with that card. I was like, oh, I gotta watch it. Then you know, it ain't really been no boxing lately either. So I miss boxing, you know. So man. So let's go ahead. Are you ready to kick it off, man? So
I mean, let's go. Let's get it.
So the first fight on this card, and we doing the main card. And by the way, everybody, this fight is this Saturday coming up on PBC. The fight card starts at 10 p.m. That's when the main fight card starts. And PBC is on Amazon Prime. So if you have Amazon Prime, you're gonna have to get that pay-per-view. Which is like $89.99. But you know, if you want to watch the fight, you can do it that way. Or you know what? If you say, you know what, $89.99 is too much, come jump on the Boss and Head Podcast. We're gonna have a fight. Our first fight party. You know, we'll give you the play-by-play and with everything, and you'll see how we watch fights. You know, we like to have fun. If somebody goes to the Shadow Realm, hey, we gonna make that announcement. They go into the Shadow Realm.
Shots for everybody. Somebody go to the Shadow Realm is shots. Get your best drink.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Absolutely.
So without further ado, let's get to it. So this first card we got Stephen Fulton versus Carlos Castro. And Stephen Fulton, he hasn't fought since he fought Inoue. He went over there to the other side of the ocean and
got sent to the other side.
Yeah, he got sent to the other side. He got sent back to the United States, but underwater.
Yeah.
So right now, you know, Stephen Fulton, he got 21 wins. 21 of those wins, he has 8 KOs, and of course he lost that one against Inoue. And then the guy he's going against is Carlos Castro. Now, Carlos Castro, he has 30 wins, 14 of those wins by KO. He has 2 losses, and he got sent to the Shadow Realm once. So, with this fight, I can start it off if you want me to. How I feel about this fight.
I feel like this fight is it's a good enough fight for Stephen to come back and show he's still that guy, still dominant. I wouldn't necessarily call it a tune-up, but I would say that he's going to have an opportunity to prove himself again. Keep in mind, guys, this is a prelim fight.
Yeah.
So this is not even on the, this is not even the secondary part of the fight, but
Mm-hmm.
that is a part of the prelims. Probably the best prelim fight I see on here. But yeah, that's what it is for me. I think it'll be a good fight. I'm looking for Stefan come in there, assert his dominance, and really actually get a victory. Hopefully in a traumatic fashion. I want to see somebody go to the shadow realm, but Carlos Castro, he ain't gonna be a pushover. He ain't coming to lay down. So yeah.
Yeah. One thing I was seeing too, I agree with you. He got 30 fights in. I watched
Hmm.
I watched a little bit of them, and I believe that Stephen Fulton can beat him with just off his IQ. But he has to be very careful with this guy, because this guy, he likes to fight real close. He likes to fight, like, he likes to throw him. He likes to go to war. He likes to trade. So we know that's not Stephen Fulton's game. So his game plan, he's really going to have to move his feet and use his IQ, and just make for sure he don't get caught with nothing.
Absolutely.
This guy got a little power on him,
Yeah.
and of course, with fighters like this, they're trying to get their shine on. So you don't want to
Oh
be a
yeah.
highlight reel.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And to get another win off of Steven, if I'm Carlos, I'm going in there, I'm shooting for the moon and the stars, because yeah, Inoue did it, but if Carlos can do it, he just elevated himself to a place where he'll steal the shine from Fulton. So yeah, we got a lot of ground to cover, guys, but all wishes to Steven, I want him to pull through.
For sure. Yeah, I got Steven winning by unanimous decision.
Yeah,
Of course, we want both fighters to be safe. So
absolutely.
that's going to be a good fight. So over to the next fight, man. So so Rolly Romero versus Manuel Jamies. Hey, let's give a round of applause for Rolly. He made it back
Shout
out
out to
the shadow
Rolly.
realm. He made it back out
Hey,
the shadow realm, man.
it is no longer Easter. Uh, Rolly ready to go. And like I tell, Chuck off camera all the time, I'll be like, look, I love Rolly.
Yeah.
I love him, bro. It's the fact that he is, I know everybody got that friend where it's like, ain't no fixing them. Like
Mhm.
they are who they are. Ain't no changing them. That's
Yeah.
Rolly. Rolly gonna come in there. He gonna hit hard. He gonna
Yep.
come out blazing. He gonna talk stuff like he never lost, like he
Yep.
never. And I just love that, because that's the spirit that we need in boxing. He won't even face an opponent that he feel like it's gonna be a boring performance. Win, lose, or draw, I'm always going for Rolly. Uh, that's my guy. I'm just ready to see him go in there, and I hope he sends somebody to the shadow realm, because just like Tank said,
Mhm.
that boy hit hard for real.
Yeah, he do. And you know what? When he was fighting Pitbull Cruz, he was hitting Pitbull Cruz, but that's Pitbull Cruz. You're not gonna knock out a guy who doing 15
Yeah.
different neck exercises, so he won't get sent to the shadow realm. He was getting hit with some stuff, but Rolly got that power, and you know what? He left Coach Bullet, and now he's with the Cuban trainer that trains Ugas and all of the Cuban fighters, basically. So
Hmm.
I was watching like the workouts and the training he's been doing.
Yeah.
He's been working with Rolly. Rolly got his hands up. He still make that noise. Man, he be sounding like one of them characters off of a Super Mario game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but
He do sound animated.
yep, his defense is from what I'm seeing, he teaching Rolly to keep his hands up. Rolly's jab, he's throwing that jab a little bit more. So I really want to see what he do against this guy named Manuel. Now, Manuel, I watched Manuel too.
Yeah.
Manuel got 16 wins, 11 of those by KO, and he lost one fight, but he never been sent to the shadow realm. And when I was watching I watched some highlights of him. This guy has a chin.
Hmm.
This guy has a chin. So we gonna really see what Rolly's power is about. One thing I like about Manuel, just like I said about Carlos, he fights real up close to you. But
Yeah.
one thing with him is his head movement. He makes sure he move that head, and whatever's open, he gonna hit you. whatever's open or whatever he see open, he gonna hit you. And Manuel throws some good body shots. I don't think we ever seen Rolly experience getting hit with a body shot, have we?
No,
I don't
not
think so.
not not heavy like that. Where we was like, not on no Keith Thurman type stuff.
Yeah. So
Not to that degree, but you
mhm.
know. So how you calling it? Final call. How you calling this one?
I got Rolly sending Manuel to the shadow realm. It's gonna be like Twinkle. It's gonna be Twinkle Twinkle Little Star for Manuel.
Yeah, I think I'm calling it a knockout, but I'm calling it a knockout maybe in the 8th or ninth.
Mm,
Because when I see Manuel, I see somebody who can keep his composure, and plus he got a chin.
yeah,
So, I don't think Rolly gonna go in there and get him out of there in the first 3, 4, 5, 6 rounds. I think maybe around the 7th or 8th when the fighter's comfortable, Rolly Rolly doesn't want to get outpointed and all that stuff, and he's gonna start taking some risk. I think it's a matter of time for Rolly catch him with something. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And it's boxing too. He may surprise us. He may
Hmm.
Manuel may now if Rolly what back to back fights, he didn't got sent to the shadow realm back to back. Now,
Yeah.
if he go back to the shadow realm, they're gonna be like, hey,
All right. Yeah.
stay here for a few weeks until you
Yeah.
figure it out because we don't want to see you again in the shadow realm.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he really gonna need this fight. And this guy, he's young. He's 24 years old, so he's
Yeah.
young and hungry.
Yeah. We don't need them. We don't need Rolly to keep getting these free day passes to the Shadow Realm.
Yeah,
Back to back day passes is wild.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, dang, can we just see you? You might as well get a membership.
Free Shadow Realm day.
Yeah, yeah. You don't want to get a membership to the shadow realm like what's my man's name? David Avenisia.
Oh man.
David Avenisia has a annual subscription to the Shadow Realm.
Oh man. They do him dirty.
But yeah, man. What you got like for this fight? So who you got?
For the Rolly fight.
Yeah,
Oh, it's Shadow Realm. I already said it. Shadow Realm, 8th, 9th round. He's
nice.
out of there.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
no. Rolly hits like a real like a 60 pounder,
yeah.
54, 60 pounder type of strength.
Yeah,
Um, and I'm hoping that he's learned from his mistakes. I
yeah,
don't think fighting in a close range fight is ideal for Rolly. I think Rolly likes a little distance, mid to long range type of
yeah,
stuff where he can kind of sit back and throw those rights and those lefts down the pipe. And
yeah,
I don't know if Manuel is gonna make it a close fight, close quarters. I think we could see Rolly kind of have a little difficulty. But again, 8th, 9th round, both fighters get real acclimated to each other.
hmm
I think it's a matter of time for Rolly crank up one of those, yeah, yeah, and it's gonna kind of be bad.
yeah, man. So all right, yeah,
Yeah.
that's good. Okay, both of our fights, we got the same guy. So look, I got something I need to say though. Boxing Head Podcast, we are going to do something different. We're going to do something new. I need everybody to bear with me because we have some breaking news. Breaking news. Did you hear about the Steven? No, I'm sorry, not Steven, but Shakur Stevenson fight with Cordina is off.
Off. Yep, I heard that about a couple hours ago.
He hurt his
Yeah,
hand.
hand injury. Yes, sir.
So what do you think about that? It's like, bro, you still young and you got brittle hand issues like Floyd had, but Floyd had it in his later in his career. So what you think is next for him, man?
I don't know. But I do know at this point, Shakur Stevenson has to probably be very, very frustrated.
Yeah.
Just watching over the last month, of just all the criticism he's been getting lately. I mean, everything from you're a boring fighter to
Yeah,
you ducking tank, and now people have released paperwork on that, receipts on the fact that you really ducked this man.
yep,
Um, he's receiving a lot of criticism. I mean, but again, he's undefeated. He's just gonna have to find a way. He's going. I don't know. I don't know. And I already don't really like Shakur like that. I mean, not like
yeah,
personally,
yeah.
of course, but
Right.
like as a fighter because he doesn't give us enough, you know. And when we do get those pay-per-views, it's always kind of a thing where we're waiting on something that we don't get, you know. Like he got us all in this McDonald's line after the club, and we're never going to eat,
Yep.
you know. And that's just how I feel. So
And we just need to go ahead and let people know right now. Boston fans, we are not going to see Shakur Stevenson versus Tank Davis. His hands is brittle, and it's not going to be enough to keep Tank back. And you know what's going to happen? Take me to the king. As soon as Tank touches the chin, take me to the king.
yeah,
he, we're not going to see that fight. He has to figure out what he's going to do. He's still young, and he has this injury with his hands. And
mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm not sure if it happened in sparring or him hitting the mitts or hitting the heavy bag or just overworking out. But he really, really needs to figure out what he gonna do. I liked him better at 130.
Yeah.
I liked him better at 130. Yeah, but before we move on to the next fight, is Marcus ready? We about to throw Mark in and see if he turns our predictions up. Maybe he may go for Carlos Emmanuel.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna jump him in. Welcome to the show, bro. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
You gotta take yourself off mute.
There we go. I'm in the building. Hey man, how y'all doing?
Good, good. Hey, bro, before we start with the fight predictions, we already went through two. I feel like it's only right, bro, that I give an introduction to you so everybody can know. So bear with me. So coming
No
from
problem.
Flint, Michigan, from Grand Blanc High School, he's an
Yeah.
alumni. He played corner. Honorable mention all conference team,
Yeah.
two-time Letterman basketball. And then he was the 2010 All-State first team accolades in the 4x100.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we talking to somebody who is well with the sports and just well with just anything. But I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. Northern Michigan alumni. Now bear with me because Marcus got a lot of accolades, and I really had to chop this up. Had to chop this up. But look, Marcus did his thing. Look, Northern Michigan, he was the team's offensive MVP, school's male athlete of the year. He is tied for the most receiving touchdowns in the history of the school. He is also ranked second in receiving yards. I'm not done yet. Former Pittsburgh Steeler, former Hamilton Tigers cat, former varsity head coach of Westwood High School Patriots, the first black head coach. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Marcus Tucker. What's up, bro?
Yeah.
I hope that was enough for you, bro. You had so
Hey,
many
man.
accolades in college. I was like, what do I do?
Hey. Hey man, that just blew my mind, bro. Just to sit back and hear that even be read. That was probably the greatest introduction. Actually, not even probably. That was literally the greatest introduction I've ever gotten. So hats off to you, CJ, man. That was amazing, man. I appreciate
No problem,
that,
man. One thing about Boston Head Podcast, when we have special guests, we want to give you your flowers while you still here. So that's one thing that I had in mind when I said, okay, when I do this, when I did this introduction, I was like, all right, how would I want somebody to introduce me? So I always think of that. And
yeah. You showed them how to do it. That's for sure. You showed them boys. Hey, matter of all of y'all out there in the world that y'all hearing this right now, no matter over what airways or which way you hearing it, you know what I'm saying? Understand that boy CJ, he on to something. He knows something. He done did his thing. That's how you do it. Y'all take notes for sure. That was amazing, brother. I appreciate that right there.
No problem, man. We just ran through 2 fights, so we got some stuff to so you know Stephen Fulton is back. Did you watch that Inoue fight he had when not watch it because of course it was like at 4 a.m, but
yeah, when Inoue fight is kind of, you know, for me it's kind of just like I'm not worried about him per se. I do love boxing and whatnot, but I ain't too much into that guy so much because he ain't fighting none of us, man. He's not coming over here to get in our I mean, I know he's great, don't get me wrong, but he ain't coming over here to get into what we into over here. I would love to see him step on US soil and fight some quality guys over this way for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. I
ain't watching. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, he needs to come over here where people are throwing popcorn at him and taunting them and stuff. You know, he needs to get uncomfortable. Yep,
for sure. But they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing by you know going about it in the way that they're doing it. And plus, you know, that's where his fan base is. That's where his money is. That's where, you know, why get uncomfortable when you don't have to. Right? Yeah. Why just make yourself uncomfortable for no reason, right? So I don't expect to see nothing different. But for me, the great ones, man, whenever you climb in that mountain, you want to be at the top, you know, and there's one way to the top, to me, in my opinion, and that is to go through the best of the best. You know what I mean?
Facts. I got a question for you, Mark. Give me your top 5 pound for pound, no specific order, just right now in boxing. Whatever.
No specific order, but my top 5 right now, definitely. Everybody, in my opinion, should have Gervonta Tank Davis in the top 5, whether you hate him or love him. That's number 1. You should have him in there. To me, hands down, Bud Crawford is the guy. You know what I'm saying? I love Bud and what he's doing. Obviously, we got to throw Canelo in there. He's a guy who has just been consistent and does his thing. So I got Bud, I got Tank, I got Canelo. Now my last 2, even though he got whooped, I know it is like Devin. I still do, even though he can't find the left hook. And then I'm really big on Shakur. I'm huge on Shakur Stevens. I think that guy is hands down. Shakur might.
I'm glad you said that, Marcus. You know why?
Why?
We got some breaking news.
News.
Shakur Stevenson and Cordina fight is off. Shakur hurt his hand and he has hand surgery.
What?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
When did this happen?
Today,
like an hour ago.
Today. Yeah.
Oh yeah. See, I was in a whole different realm an hour ago, man. I was. You know what I mean? That's crazy.
Yeah.
What? So he was training and broke his jump.
Yeah.
It happens.
They haven't confirmed if it's broken or not, but you know.
They say
it's like going to it's like trying to go eat some sushi and your chopstick broke. I mean, it's just you can't do that. You know, it's like it don't matter. You know,
you might as well call it chopsticks, right? You keep hurting it, right?
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah, for sure. He might as well go on and get rid of the chopsticks then.
Yeah, all jokes aside, though, we hope Shakur get healthy. We hope he get that hand fits because. Although how me and G feel he did duck Tank, but he's still a great fighter.
Yeah, I do. I definitely think he ducked Tank because he ducked him because he ain't ready yet, and his people know he ain't ready yet.
Yeah. Andre Ward said that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he is Andre Ward. So I mean, you know what I'm saying?
That's one of the GOATs, and he's not talked about enough.
For sure.
So how you feel about this fight card coming up? Have you been looking at who fighting? Like who interests you the most in this whole fight?
Love the fight card. We getting a lot of quality fights on this card, in my opinion. I want to say in the headliner, it is Canelo, right? Canelo and Edgar. Obviously, I got Canelo in that one.
Yeah,
you ain't even going scrape session, in my opinion. Yeah. But who knows? One punch could change anything. Obviously that's always a thing when it comes to boxing. I'm really excited to see what Danny Garcia is going to do.
That's my favorite fight on the card.
I am so excited about that. For real, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's both of ours.
That one right there is the one for me. I gotta see this kid bounce back, bro. I loved him, bro. Like when he was on, like when he was whooping everybody. Oh my God, I thought he was the next one. Yeah. And unfortunately, he had some things happen or whatever where he took a loss or two, and now he's back. And I'm just excited to see how he responds to the adversity that's been hitting him lately. Not even in the ring, but outside of the ring too. So like, I'm looking forward to him overcoming some things and going to get his title. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited about it.
So how do you got that fight playing out? Lara versus Danny Garcia. And keep in mind, boxing heads, this is for Lara's WBA World Middleweight title. This is a title match. They ain't just going in there fighting. It's for the title. Well, we all want to see Danny be a champion again anyway. But how you see it happening?
Well, for me, I think Danny is a guy who he got a lot of different styles that he do in the ring. And I think he'll be able to switch some things up on him. I'm excited about him getting the jab off early, you know what I'm saying, keeping his distance. And then ultimately, I see Danny winning by decision. I don't necessarily think he's going to knock him out. I don't think that's going to happen. And obviously, Lars is a heck of a fighter as well, you know what I mean? But I'm looking forward to Danny doing it. That's who I'm rocking with, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm looking to see Danny do his thing and get his title back. Now, if he loses, you know what I mean? Yeah. I'm going to be sick, but it's all right. It's all right.
What about you?
Well, look, this is how I feel. And we talked about this earlier in the week. Danny Garcia, he cannot start slow.
Yeah.
Arislandi, he's not a fighter. You can go in there. He's not going to give you a chance to just, okay, let's sit down and figure it out. No, this man can really box. Lara is, if anybody's seen this guy before, he can outbox the best of them. Yeah. So I would be looking for Danny to go in there, get like Tuck said, get that jab going and come in.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely differently than how he fought Errol Spence. Errol Spence, he sat there and waited. He waiting on one shot. And Danny Garcia's dad, come on, Danny. Do something. Do something, Danny. Come on, Danny. We don't want to be in here watching the fight and hear his daddy over the ring mics talking about, come on, Danny. Danny Garcia, if you can hear this now, go in there, use the jab, come behind the jab, use that left hand we know you're famous for. You know you got the chin. You ain't never touched the canvas. Come on. Don't play with us. We all want to see you be a champion again. Let's get it.
Facts. Yep. I think him and Shakur's trainer got the same thing. Shakur's trainer be like, let your hands go. Come on. Danny Daddy.
Granddad.
Granddaddy and Daddy. They in there with them boys. For sure.
Yeah. What about you, T?
How you feel about with me? So I love Danny, by the way. Danny's gave us some great fights. One thing we got to keep in mind, Danny's never touched the canvas in his career. Lara is a monster though. His last fight, man, he sent this one guy to the Shadow Realm. And by the way, Marcus, I'm gonna tell you what Shadow. So the Shadow Realm.
Oh yeah, he don't know. Breaking news. Breaking news. Can we get the breaking news again?
Yeah, yes we can.
Breaking news. Breaking news. Chuck just found out what Shadow Realm, man.
Shadow Realm. So, because you're around the same age as us. So you remember Yu-Gi-Oh when we was kids?
Oh my God!
Remember they used to send people to the Shadow Realm?
Yes, bro. Blue eyes, white dragons.
Right. right.
They sent the shadow realm is great, bro. That is
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah.
That's kids, dog. I was like, whoa, bro.
Hey,
Yeah, the shadow
that's
realm
going
is
in the
reality
repertoire
between
tonight.
reality and death. Yep. So
Oh,
whenever a fighter get KO'd,
yes.
that's where they go. They go into the
Okay.
shadow realm.
All right.
Oh,
I'm
man.
glad that I'm using that from now on. I promise you, bro. That's A1 right there, dog.
Yeah.
Facts.
But I
Shadow,
think
sent my
Danny,
man's to the shadow realm.
yep. I think I got Danny going all 12.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Danny. Just because Danny's my guy. Laura, we do have to look at this too, though. Laura is the champ at that weight class. He's a little bit comfortable. When Danny moved up to 154 against Jose Benavidez, one thing I realized he moved a lot better, but his power didn't move up. He hit Jose Benavidez with that famous left hook, and he ate it like Annihilator, and he just kept going. So it's gonna be interesting to see this mess up. But I'm gonna go with Danny. I'm gonna go with Danny 12th round.
I'm going, and don't be mad at me, y'all. Danny is my guy, but my gut is telling me to go with Lara. Of course, it's going to be a decision because he ain't knocking Danny out. That's just not going to happen. Yeah. I don't know if Danny is going to come in there guns blazing. Yeah. So I'm going to say he's going to give up those rounds. Landy got good footwork. He got good movement. He can move out Danny's way. Danny can be a little flat-footed at times. Danny can knock him out, but how likely is that, especially him being the champion? I would say Laura 12 round by decision. But my heart is with Danny. But if I had to bet my money, I'm going to final answer say Eris Landy Laura for 12 round decision.
So let me ask you this though, real quick, Greg. Y'all the experts for sure. I'm just a fan, right? But you guys are more. You got more of an expertise in it than I do.
Okay.
So let me ask this. How is that guy? How's Lars's chin? I mean, have we seen him be dropped before? Have we seen him, you know what I'm saying, take L's or take a beating? Or, how is this guy going to respond to the adversity, right? Yeah, because for me, I've seen how Danny has responded to certain things. And again, to see him take some of the hits that I've seen him take and still be standing there. And still be fighting his butt off and still to never put that back on that canvas, man, he's a soldier, so I would like to see, what his chin like, you know what I'm saying? What it's going to be like when things get a little shaky in there. I know he's the champ, you know what I'm saying? I know he's certified and he got everything he got going on, but that's something I want to see. So I'm just asking.
Yeah. So I hear you on that. And that's a very good point because again, we know Danny got a brick hand. What is it? The left hand he throws? The left hook?
Not left hook.
Yeah. So that left hook, we know that can destroy anybody. But again, you can't hit what you can't reach or touch. Yeah. I feel like Lara, he's been in there he has a great resume. So y'all might want to take a look at his resume and see who he's went up against in the past. Can he be hurt? Yes. Danny can knock out anybody, I feel like. But I feel like he has what it takes. That's all. I'm not saying it's the end all be all, but I think Lara can pull that one out. Just because Danny can be sometime a one trick pony, he can have a slow start. And again, now again, if Danny coming in there blazing, jab blazing, not scared, pushing him around, imposing his will early, and letting his power carry on throughout the round, I think Laura wouldn't even have a chance. But it just depends. That's why styles make fights, and we gonna see what we get out of these two, and that's what makes it our favorite fight card out of this whole thing. This could have very well been a headliner.
Oh my God, it should have been. But it's okay. You got a lot of guys on this card that we want to see, man. As fans of boxing, I'm just excited that we're getting back to that, to where it's not one guy and then we got a whole bunch of fights. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I gotta shake it up a little bit, Marcus. So Eris Landy Lara, he's 41 years old, right?
Okay.
Never got sent to the shadow round. He has a tough chin. So he's lost 3 fights. So he's lost against Jared Hurd, and he's lost against Canelo. And when he fought Canelo, that was a nice fight. Like it was toe to toe. And then Paul Williams, everybody remember Paul Williams. Paul Williams was a good fighter, and he got into that bad motorcycle accident, and now he's paralyzed. So, but that's the three guys he lost against. He's 41. So you gotta look at the age part too. Like, is he? Is this it for him? Because 41, bro. All you need is one trip to the Shadow Realm, and it's time for AARP. It's time to take the grandkids to Disney World, or it's time to sit next to Brian Cutler and talk about the upcoming fight. So I still got Danny though.
Yeah, me too. I mean, at 41 years old, I mean, if he whooped Danny at this point, that man has been drinking his milk since he was. You know what I mean? You remember when they used to give us the got milk commercials? He drunk all his because he damn sure got strong bones. He walk out of this one 41 and still getting it done. You know what I mean? Good God. He's the ageless wonder. You feel me? He on some LeBron type body upkeep because I think Danny is with it, bro. Just point blank period. I think Danny's with it. You beat a guy like Danny Garcia, my hat is going to be tipped off to you, bro, especially on this stage for what it's for. I know he got that dog in him and he's going to be ready to scrap. So I got him in 12. He lose, but that's who I'm rocking with.
Yep. So yeah, I'm gonna go to a commercial break, but when we get back, I want us to of course we're gonna check out the comments because I see some things in the comments, and when we get back, I'm gonna talk about Caleb Plant versus Trevor McCumbee. And after that, I low-key want to say pause when I say his name, but but after commercial break, we'll be back.
Oh man, all right, bet.
Summer's almost here. You still haven't did that spring cleaning? No need to worry. Golden Touch Premium Service and Sanitation will take care of everything from cars, homes, even buildings. And check this out. All products are eco-friendly. So go ahead and go on the website and book an appointment. Or if you have further concerns and questions, go ahead and send an email. Clean, just Golden Touch away.
I like shiny things. You like shiny things. Got us in trouble.
The secret is out. Everyone is using Potty Products. Potty Products toilet paper is 2-ply and has 450 sheets per roll. And it won't clog your toilet because it's septic safe. You can get same day, next day delivery or shipping when you log on and place an order at potty-products.com. Spend $48 and get free shipping, or subscribe on the site and get free monthly shipping. Remember to use Potty Products. And we are back. And of course, I'm going to announce this. We are on the Resilient Radio Stream YouTube channel. Like, comment, and subscribe. Also, if you want a commercial like that, go ahead and give us an email on bossingheadpodcastllc@gmail.com. Also, I got some announcements to make. The Variety Music Show with Resilient J, remember, it's every Friday from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. It is the music melting pot. So make sure y'all tune in to Resilient J. And also don't forget to check out children's author and honorary doctorate recipient Ty Allen Johnson. I'm sorry, not Johnson, Jackson, and his word of the day throughout the day. So every day he's going to have a word of the day. So if you have the Resilient Stream Radio app, or you can go to www.resilientradio.net. You can check it out there. New shows. We actually have a show premiere Saturday. DJ Prismatic from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. this Saturday, and she's going to be playing all 90s music, hip-hop, pop, R&B, arguably the best decade of music. Y'all make sure y'all check her out. And coming in the fall as well and coming soon, this Detroit girl, Transform Podcast with Tony Carter. Remember, it's a podcast that focuses on women empowerment and transformation. Y'all make sure y'all go ahead and check it out. So we are back, man. And I want to go back to the Caleb Plant versus Trevor McCumbee. Like, Caleb Plant is one of my favorites. So we can go ahead and cook on that, what we think. I'll give you a little heads up of what I saw from McCumbee. 2 words: flat-footed. So we're going to see how he handles Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant is shifty. He has IQ. He moves his feet. He gets a little winded. So if he's going to go ahead and take this victory, he need to hurry up and go ahead. I mean, and he's been in the ring with Canelo. He's been in the ring with Anthony Durrell. He's been in the ring with David Benavidez. So he got experience there. What you think, Marcus?
I still feel that hit. I felt it all the way on Corona Road, fam. He hit my boy. Y'all talk about Shadow Realm. Oh, God. And with my dog, Anthony Durrell, he was talking so crazy. And I love the Durrell brothers, dog. Them the guys, they do so much for the city. You know what I'm saying? They got so much love at home. Shout out to them. And I felt him, bro. When that man was like, I ain't never getting knocked out by no white boy. And he went in there and got blue eyes. White guy.
It's only
Hey, yo, when he dropped that one, I was like, oh, yeah, he's for real. So
if y'all don't know what he's talking about Anthony Durrell versus Caleb Plant. Y'all need to go look that up. That's what he's talking about. And it was a crazy knockout, devastating knockout. And the worst part about it is he got the shovel. He got the shovel and put him in the dirt. The ref was like, no.
Oh my God.
Hey, you ain't got to do all that now. Come on, man.
I'm about to tell you.
Yeah, no, he did. He went, Yeah, the ref was trying to get him up off him and everything.
Yeah.
Now, you done already knocked him out. You ain't got to kill him now.
Right.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Hey, Caleb Plant shoes. Hey, go back. Everybody who's tuning in, go back and look at Caleb Plant shoes. So Nike had like these limited edition Freddy Cougar Nikes, and he had the Freddy Cougar Nikes on. Hey, go back and look at that fight and look at his shoes. And I was like, it's like Freddy. It's the same color as Freddy Cougar's sweater too.
Oh man, I ain't even peep. He had the Freddy's on the 13s. Yeah, listen. So I'm just piggybacking off you when I say the guy's flat-footed. He don't really have too much movement. He don't no homo. He ain't got no wiggle to his game. Man, you gonna have a tough time going in there with that boy. You know. So
yeah.
You kind of know what's coming with that, but it's going to be entertaining. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That man will put you to sleep.
Yeah.
Like Dr. Umar said, for good. You feel me?
Hey, I got you. We gotta bring that.
I'm telling you,
yeah.
bro. So it's gonna be entertaining. I'm excited. I can't wait to see that one for sure too.
Yeah,
that was
this
my
whole card
second
finna be
behind
nice.
The whole card. It was first Denny Garcia, and then I can't wait to see Caleb Plant do his thing. So my money's on him, and I got him by knockout.
I'm about to look at the comments. Somebody said. Somebody said, "What up, though? What Rolly fighting this Saturday?"
Yeah,
yes, he is.
You see the fight with Rolly when he fought Isaac Cruz, and he wished everybody a happy Easter.
the reporter said, "Hey, Rolly Romero, hey, Rolly Romero, what happened in that fight? Can you explain to us what happened when you got hit with that shot?" He said, hello, happy Easter, everybody.
Like Jesus was right there. I said, no, bro. I need to get him out the ring, bro. Nice shot on his head, man.
He don't know where he at.
Oh boy, that's some funny shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
God, that's
Somebody put
funny.
Shadow Realm. Yeah, I think we. Yeah,
Yeah.
Shadow Realm. That's
Yeah.
what we go. That's what we use out here. The Shadow Realm.
Yeah, sent it.
Mike Tyson
Oh.
versus Jake Paul prediction. Marcus, I'm gonna let you go ahead and.
Yes, sir. Let him go.
First of all, I don't know how many times they gonna redo this fight over and over and over again. Mike clearly don't want to do it no more, man. He was just playing. Mike was just playing. Relax. It ain't happening. Every time something come up, or every time the fight get close, something comes up. You know, he got to go to the senior citizen home. He got to go find the rest of my man's ear. Like it's wild. I don't know if the fight is actually gonna happen, but honestly, I ain't betting against Mike Tyson. I will say I don't know before I say anything, because I'm damn sure not finna say Jake Paul finna whoop that man.
Mm-hmm.
That's Mike Tyson. So I'm not. He knows stuff and has done stuff in that ring for a very long time, and I do get that he's old. But I promise you, the one thing that don't go is your strength. I was real skinny back in middle school and high school and stuff, super skinny. But once I got strong and I got my man strength, that ain't going nowhere. And Tyson is one of the most strongest, most explosive fighters probably ever. You know what I'm saying? And so I can't go against that at all. I'm going to just say I don't know. I just hope to see the fight. I'm tired of them pushing it off. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Because if he have one more trip to the hospital, it's time to sit it out, Mike.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. For me, this is like when the mentality of a person can harm them. You know, this is why they put dogs that used to fight all the time. They put them down because even though their bodies are not willing to anymore, they're still going to try. This is why they put racehorses down. They've been racing and doing this their whole life. If they break a leg and can't do it, they will kill themselves trying to keep doing it. For the sake of Mike Tyson's career, I'm gonna say he's a great. You know, he's America's great. He's the You know, I get that, but at one point in time, it's like, okay, stop. You know, just stop. I mean, I to be honest, I think he can go and hit Jake Paul with some nice shots. I think Jake Paul would be like, that hurt, you know, but even if he won, it's like, bro, it's still not okay.
Yeah.
You know, we love the podcast that he's doing. You offer a lot to the world, Mike. You don't have to do this. So that's my stand on it. If I have to pick a winner, I'll say Jake by maybe unanimous decision, but I think it will be entertaining. But you know, at this point, it's like, bro, just stop it. We don't want to see you. It's hurting us, you know. But
I would agree with that wholeheartedly.
Yeah, I think Mike should. I be seeing his videos and training, and I think that, you know how we are sometimes. Like sometimes, or with certain people, they think they faster than what they think they are. I think. I was looking at his training, man, and Mike still do, you know, but it's slow, and Jake is gonna catch that. And
you know who the worst people are? The people in the back. When they when he swing, they be like, "Woo!" We be like,
"Yeah." It's like, "No, man,
y'all are doing that to him. Stop."
Yeah, that's how I felt about Evander Holyfield when he got back.
Yeah, same there. That's a great example.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times it's like, you know how you know what that I equated to? It's like being outside of the club, right? And when you're outside the club and you can hear the music, it sound kind of faded and it sound like it's popping in there. You know what I'm saying? So you are hyped up. Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? Let's go in there. You get in there, and now the music is boom, 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 and it's really on you, but it's bad. There's nothing going on in it.
No.
Yeah. You know what?
It's kind of what it's like.
Yeah. I want to somebody say CJ needs to announce for Daz. And now look, if Dazin calls me and say, "Hey, I want to announce," they gotta bring G with me. They gotta bring G with me. Or
we in there.
That's what's up.
We in there.
We in there. We started this from the bottom on FaceTime. Back when remember when Adrian Broner fought Pacquiao, man, and he thought he won and didn't let his hands go. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Yeah.
we was all the way back then with it. Staying up 2 a.m. watching fights.
Yeah.
Push play.
Mark,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push play.
At the same
now
time.
Marcus, I got a question for you, bro.
What's up?
So of course we got Canelo with Berlanga, and of course it's not the fight that we asked for.
Mm-hmm.
So of course we know that Berlanga is going to be eating jello and chicken broth after this fight.
Oh, for
Who
sure.
do you want to see Canelo fight next, man?
I don't think he even needs to fight anybody next per se. Like, there's not a fight that he needs. I think he can kind of do whatever he want to do at this point and just go out however he wants to go out. He's getting up in age, he's getting up there, and he got a fighter mentality. So it's always somebody. If he want to keep fighting, he gonna find somebody. But I just don't think there's too many guys where he is with the skill set and the feel for the game that he got. You know what I'm saying? That man is different when it comes to that class. So I would think what I would actually want to see, even anybody that's around that class, though, he's just gonna smash him. Even like I want to see Bud fighting, but he ain't got enough. Bud ain't got enough on them punches that's gonna do nothing to, you know what I mean? I want to see the Charlo twins give him a shot, but we saw what Charlo did, what his brother did. I'm sorry, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't know, bro. He just don't have too many options.
No, yeah, he's running out of dance partners for sure. Him. Yeah, David Benavidez has been the talk of the town when it comes to Canelo. Does he need to fight him? No.
I think he should stay away from him. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I think Canelo should stay away from David Benavidez. Yeah. He don't need to fight that man. That man is young and he's been calling you out and screaming your name from the rooftops for the past 5 years. Son, you waited till he got into his prime and you're on your way out, my boy. It's not smart to do this right now. You know what I'm saying? From here on out, though, like it's not smart to do. If you was gonna do it, you should have did it a while ago. Yeah. Now, no, you don't need to fight nobody in or around that class that's gonna put you on your neck, especially with a resume and with who you be and who you are. Let David Benavidez go get it however he can. If I'm in Canelo's corner, but do I want to see the fight? Hell yeah, because I think Benavidez will beat him.
I do too, and I think that's why he ain't fighting him. Yeah. Because you heard what Canelo said. He's like, yeah, he comes in 25 pounds over his weight on fight night. I was like, yeah, he's not going to fight him. Saying something like that.
Yeah. All he offers is 25 extra pounds. You want payday? You want payday?
Yeah.
Hey, dealing with me, man. A whole bunch of nothing, silly, dog.
Canelo be talking a whole bunch of nothing, man.
Actually, I do want some candy. Thank you.
Exactly.
Caramel and all that on there, yeah.
Yep. Get knocked out for 20 million. Yep, I sure will.
Though, yeah, and he won it, but it ain't happening.
Yeah.
You got anything going on, Marcus? Like, what you got going on? Like, anything you doing? Like, anything that we
want
should
to put out to the people?
Yeah.
No, not really. I will say this: the one thing that I'm excited about is that it's football season again. I'm a football guy. I know we on the boxing pod and everything like that, but I'm a sports head in general. Everything except for like baseball and hockey, and y'all know what I'm saying. But like basketball, football, boxing, track, MMA, even sometimes, not all the time, but I'm more of a boxing guy than that. So I'm just happy. This is the best time of the year. I'm excited to see what my Steelers gonna do. Excited to see what my Michigan Wolverines is gonna do this year.
Oh, man,
even though we looked at, man, oh my goodness, we need a quarterback bad.
You know what? They got him on the bench, man.
Yeah. I already told Facebook that a little minute ago. I said we can't win nothing with this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Warren ain't gonna get it done. Yeah, but we got Alex sitting there just rotting. I mean, and if we not gonna win no big games, we might as well give my young buck the grass time, because that's the biggest teacher right there, is being out there doing it. So we'll see.
We should have put some video Tuck boxing on here, man. I be trying to tell people all the time, this boy got hands, man.
Yeah, I was watching the video, man. Yeah, you got
I showed it to you.
Well, first of all, I appreciate y'all watching. Secondly, just understand, man, I ain't getting in the ring and fighting nobody. Okay, this what I do is for real, man. What I do is strictly for the purposes of just not only self-help, but self-defense. You know what I'm saying? I love the art of boxing and the sport of boxing, because at the end of the day, you better have them things on you. Somebody try you. You know what I'm saying? Somebody out here and they want to, but you know, I respect those guys for doing it for fun. I spar, you know what I'm saying too, but I'm just talking about like actually fighting and like, nah,
it's a different level. Yeah.
And you know what? You're right. I mean, I've been in the ring a few times, and I'm not getting in the ring ever again. It's like the stuff it's different when you watching the fight.
No.
Oh, for
and
sure.
the ring is real time. I was like Chris Tucker.
Listen, hold on, dog. Let me tell you, they turned my boy CJ into a coach. One day he was telling me, like, yeah, I'm going to the gym. Next thing you know, he like, man, I'm about to be a ref. I swear to God. I swear. Like 2 weeks later, he hit me up like, bro, I'm a ref, bro. I'm finna go ref some fights. Yeah, I said, dang, bro, was that bad?
They retired him.
Then the guy, you know, he let this guy in there. He was like, you got some power, man. You should keep doing it. I said, man, I'm in my 30s. Yeah. I'm about to get out this ring and go in this heavy bag and get a good workout. And I see y'all next week.
Absolutely.
Yeah. See, them the people in the gym that be making sparring partners. They just want you to think that they just want you to think you just that good, put you in there just to be somebody's sparring partner. Next thing you know, you got noodle legs walking around looking stupid. Right. You know. But yeah, they turned my boy into a coach, man. I'm still proud of you, CJ, but you know, that was funny.
I ain't got no shame.
I ain't got no shame either.
Me neither. I understand, because look, I didn't even get turned into a coach. I wasn't even walking in.
You know what?
Well, here's the
outside the ring and see this.
Yeah, here's the thing, bro. I found out real quick once I did my first sparring session and whatnot. I said, okay, that's good. But listen, I play wide receiver. You know what I'm saying? I play wide receiver because I don't want to get hit. So I'm going to go over here to this heavy bag. Okay. And I'm going to hit this heavy bag. You want to know why? Because no matter how many times I hit this, it ain't going to hit me back, big dog. That ain't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You get in that ring, brother. They shooting back. You know what I mean?
And what's crazy is, like, on our podcast, y'all, with all that being said, y'all will never hear me, CJ, or nobody on here ever say a boxer is a bum. Y'all have never heard that, because we respect everybody that go in that ring and come out healthy. We respect them. So y'all will never hear that on this podcast, man. That's on everything.
Yeah. And you know, that says a lot about Marcus. He, like, you got to understand, Marcus was on that NFL field is no joke. I remember I got close seats. Me and my wife had got close seats.
Awesome.
And it was gruesome, man. I was like, oh man, we're a little too close. Like, we saw everything. Like the throwing up, the getting injured, the cussing, they tackling, they poking each other in the eye, they punching each other, man. It's crazy, man. So I salute you, man, for that's like, this is a tough guy, man. You know, Marcus Fowl, man, but you got to be tough on that field, man. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Listen, as tough as I am as a player, right, and whatnot with football, the difference between all this, and I try to get people to understand, like, football, boxing, two totally different things. And this is why I loved to do it. And this is where I started, man, because I was just, training for football. And in training for football, we give out a lot of energy even if a play ran long, right? Even if a play ran long, the max you're giving yourself is 15, maybe 20 seconds of max effort, right? And then you're resting because you're going back to the huddle. You're huddling up, they're calling in plays, you got 40, 50 seconds, whatever, you know what I mean? Get another play and give max effort again in another spurt, which then could be 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, whatever. Boxing is something that you are never relaxing for 3 minutes straight. There is no, oh, I can just chill. There is none of that, fam. Even just ask anybody of our viewers at home, even just hold your hand like this for 3 minutes. At some point, your shoulders are going to start burning. At some point, you know what I mean? And that's just doing this without movement, without, you know what I'm saying? Actually throwing punches back without, you know what I mean? Getting hit. Like, man, you got to respect those men. And, you know, as far as football goes, this is why when I was in the NFL, sir, I got what I could get and go down. Okay. Get what you can, go down. Get what you can, get out of bounds. You do not want to get hit by them guys, you know, 6'5", you know, 240, 250, and they running 4.4s and 4.3s. It's literally a car crash. And if you take too many of them, you'll have CTE and noodle brains, and your head will just be wobbling for no reason. Like, you just, it's not good. So you do what you can, and you just do what you got to do to stay healthy. But that's why I respect them so much, man. That the way that they train and the level of excellence in which they have to be from a physical standpoint, it's just different, man. It's different.
Yeah. Well, Marcus, we appreciate you being on here, man. Like, hey, Boston Hip Podcast is home for you, man. You can come here anytime and kick it with us, man. We appreciate you coming in from your busy time. Let everybody know, Saturday we'll be back live to give you the play-by-play on the fights, because I know that pay-per-view costs, so we're gonna look out for y'all.
I'm gonna tune in.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Keep it bossing and keep it in the square circle, and we out.
Yes, sir.
Yep.